All right, here we go.
All right.
We're going live. We're going live. Do it live.
Okay, we're doing it live.
That's right. That's right. Let's see if where am I at? I hate the delay. I hate the delay has to catch up with everything. So there we go. Okay. Hey everybody. Welcome everybody to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the Arsenos Andrew speaking. It's Saturday night and we're live streaming. Avery and I are here screwing with my desk camera because I was trying to set it up to possibly draw.
Thank God
while
you
we're
said
sitting
that
here
second
talking.
part.
What part of it?
Desk camera.
Yes.
Because the first part was not good.
I'm setting up. There's a desk camera. I normally have it hanging above my desk, but when I got it exactly centered, it was literally like right here, and made me look like an idiot because it was right in front of my face. So I actually put it at a different joint, so it's actually the top of it is right here. You guys can barely see it, but needless to say, I feel like an idiot. But you guys should be used to that by now. Let me turn this. I'm going to change to something else. How the heck is everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great on this Saturday night.
It's wonderful.
Avery.
Yes.
I have such a wonderful surprise for everybody.
Oh no.
There is a scammer who called me multiple times. His name is James.
Ooh.
And he's the one, I describe him to you guys as go to hell, go to hell, go to hell.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, well, he called me back, and I made a fourth video. I originally had 3 videos of him. I made a fourth one.
He loves you.
I know, he must. Well, after I made that fourth video, and after I told him, I'm never going to send you any money. You're a scammer. You're a piece of crap scammer. I'm never going to send you money. I record all my calls. I have a YouTube channel. I mean, after I told him all that, he called me back again. Avery.
He truly loves you.
Avery, I made him cry.
They were crocodile tears. They've got to be.
Yes, they were. They were, because when he was doing the, oh my God, please send me money, and he was crying, he literally switched it up and all of a sudden got serious right away. And I was just I'm like, I just want you to know I appreciate the content you're making for my channel. I mean, I was loving it.
Yeah.
So that video, for all you guys, if you saw my short today at noon, was a preview.
Fantastic.
The video's coming tomorrow, and I hope you guys love it, because I actually had people come into the store today laughing their asses off about my interaction with the scammer James, and I said, hold on.
There's more. There's a new one coming.
And what's so funny, I put a comment on the channel. I put a community post where I said, guys, I have a really great imagination, but I cannot make this stuff up. I cannot make up the conversations I have with this crazy man. And
I think he loves you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's got to be
for some reason he thinks I'm going to give him money, and
sure.
I've told him I'm never giving you money, but you can call all you want. So
yeah, you know what? I would go get a prepaid credit card and put a penny on it. Be like, listen, can I get a prepaid credit card with 1 cent on it, and then give him that?
I'm not even going to give him that, Avery. Oh. That's the crazy part. I'm not going to give him...
I just think that would be funny.
Well, it would be sad. All right, let me do the chat real quick, catch up on that real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about all the great, wonderful things going on and see what's happening with everybody. Manuel is here, of course. Manuel, good evening, sir. He says, good evening, happy Saturday night. My good friend Drew, well, thank you very much. Dave's here. Hey, Dave says, hello, Drew, happy Saturday night. Thank you, sir. Tim's here. Tim says, hello from Kentucky. Well, welcome to the show. Dave says, Drew, you're late. Yeah, I know. I was screwing with the camera. It was all me. I thought about, while we're chit-chatting here this evening, maybe doing a little bit of sketching, maybe put my camera on my desk camera on my sketching, and just so you guys can see some of the craziness that goes into some of the other stuff I do,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see. We'll
Oh
see.
no.
Yeah, I know. Manuel says, "Thank you so much, Dave, to be here tonight." Uh, Winona's here and says, "Present. Welcome, Winona. Fantastic." Manuel says, "Good evening. Good evening." Let me see. Manuel says, "Good evening, Winona. Happy Saturday night." There we go. There we go. He started to type it, but it came up as just WO. Whoa. Rosie's here. Hey, Rosie's, how's it going? This is hello, everybody.
Well,
Huggles, virtual hugs, virtual hugs. Thank you, thank you. Wyona says he didn't get it. That's all right. Oh, I didn't get it. What did you say?
thank God you said the second part.
Oh, yes, yes.
I was like,
Yeah, I know. There are times where I'll have to tell you guys a story. Tell you a story.
Phrasing.
Punctuation.
Yeah,
Punctuation matters.
it
Uh,
does.
Manuel
Phrasing.
says, "Hey, you, running late tonight. Good, Drew. Yeah, I know. Dave says, hello to Avery. Happy Saturday night.
Hello.
Manuel says, good evening, Rosie's. Rosie says, hi to Manuel, sends virtual hugs. Hope you had a fabulous week. We got some sunshine here. Well, very good, very good. Actually, we got some rain today. Um, I was driving home from the store and called the wife to see what they wanted for dinner, and they gave me their dinner order to pick up on the way home. And it's like, okay, I can do a drive-through, no big deal. And then my wife says to me, can you get ice? And I'm like, do we really need ice? Can it wait till tomorrow? And she says, no, we're desperate. We really need ice. I'm like, okay, love you, dear. Well, it had just started downpouring. And I'm like, I got to get out of the car. I'm going to get wet. I just know it. But luckily, by the time I got to the grocery store, the rain had stopped and I was okay with it. But I was like, I came this close to showing up at home without the ice because I didn't want to get wet. Pretty sad. But I'm committed. I'm committed. Let's see. Somebody here, Glass Bottom 651 says hello, E&E. Well, welcome, welcome.
Did you say glass bottom?
What does it say?
Glass bottle.
Glass bottle. Okay.
Glass bottom. You kill me.
My vision sucks, guys.
Druisms.
It's a Druism, yeah. Yeah, it turns out there's a cult of Druism out there called the Druids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
They have
So
a sacred book, the Holy Druon.
The Druon. Oh, we lost Avery. I did not kick him. I swear I did not kick him. He must have flipped something because it says his okay, here he's back. I did not kick you. I did not kick you. Oh, okay.
It did something weird happened.
Hold on a second. There's a new person here. Goes by the name of Flip Phone. Says Happy Easter, y'all. Well, welcome to the show. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Glenn's here. Glenn says, "Hey Drew, sorry I missed you last week. I got a call from Medicare for test supplies. They transferred me to an agent, but answered as you are on the do not call list. Goodbye." Yep, I get that too. Which is really funny because when they transfer you to an agent, they use your number as the calling number. Okay, so it looks like to the agent that you are calling them, but they know somebody else called you because the number shows up to them and they're like, this person's on our do not call list. They are not calling us. Somebody called them. They know somebody's out there doing this.
Bastards.
They know. Despicable. Rafi's here. Rafi says, sir, I am from a call center, Medicare, but my owner says, no, it is not scam. Tell me, please. Oh, goodness gracious. Where do we start there? It's your owner tells you it's not a scam. Tell me, please. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what to tell you. Glass Bottle says, use dud gift cards. Well, James wants a check. He wants a check,
Oh wow.
either a check or a checking account. So
He wants
yeah,
a check by phone. Give me your routing number.
yes, yes.
No.
Hey, Bill's here.
Bruh.
Hey, Bill, how's it going? Bill says, "Me too." Rosie says, "Happy Easter." Flip phone. Happy Easter, everyone. Uh, Linda's here. Hey, Linda. Linda says, "Okay, all right." She says, "Body green covering eyes." Oh, that's got to be an emoji, I think. Uh, Saskia is here. Says, "Good evening, Drew. I really need to set a time. Love seeing you on Saturday night." Well, welcome. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. I need to do better because when I got home this evening, the wife and I sat down for dinner and we watched a few TV shows that we're following, and I looked at the clock and it was like 7:05, and I said, yeah, I can get a little nap in, little quick shut eye.
Little nappy.
Oh, I almost didn't wake up. I almost didn't. The alarm went off, but I'm here. I'm here. So
Oh.
yeah, I'm here for you, not him, for
Oh.
you all. So
Yeah, not me.
yeah. MK's here. Hey, MK, how's it going? Says,
What's up,
heading off to a
MK?
late dinner. Just popped in to wish you guys a great Easter weekend. Well, absolutely, MK.
Same.
Have fun with the family because I know that's something you're doing. So enjoy, and thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. All right.
MK is awesome.
Yep, he is. Saskia says, "Happy Easter to everyone. Happy Easter." Now, I am going to be at the store tomorrow. I already told the wife I'm going to go in the morning. And I don't remember it. It wasn't very busy last year. So that means it gives me an opportunity to do some cleaning, to do some inventory, to do some straightening up of stuff. And it also gets me out of the house.
Ah.
My wife's cooking most of the day,
Mhm.
and I'm going to be out of the way.
Oh, I'm cooking tomorrow, but it's something easy. I'm cooking a roast with like potatoes and carrots and cabbage and onions, and
That sounds wonderful.
and I'm
That
going to
sounds
make some
wonderful.
fried squash also.
Yeah, I think she's making some vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
sweet potato souffle, carrots, and I think she already made the carrot cake that she's bringing.
Oh,
So
nice.
she's
Carrot
got it done.
carrot
She's
cake's
got
good.
it done. Yeah, she's awesome. All right, let me keep going here. Bill says, "Hello, each and every one." Hello to you, sir. Rosie says it's also EID, and it was Passover this weekend. This
Yep.
weekend too.
Yep.
Yes, it was. Good Friday and everything. Ooh! I got a chat thingy down here. I gotta get to it.
Oh, super chat.
Manuel says, "Good evening, Bill. Happy Saturday night." Bill says, "Have a great Easter." Absolutely. I'm gonna spend time with my family, and not the crazy ass side of the family, the crazy side, which is okay, not the crazy side. So I always tell my mother-in-law. I said, "You are the crazy side of the family, but you're the good crazy. I like this crazy."
Yeah. Wait till you get the Richard super chat.
Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Wyona says, "Words matter, Avery. Wanted some clarity to the word screwing." he's not that fond of Drew.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely
He
not.
loves making fun of me.
I have been abusing and picking on Andrew for 33 years, and it's still a significant form of joy in my life.
Yeah.
I
It's
never
okay.
get tired of it.
There was a time when we would go out on Sundays for lunch,
Yeah.
and my son Michael was with us,
Mhm.
and he never actually said anything specific, but he always noticed how brutal Avery was to me.
Uh-huh.
And at one point, I pulled him aside and said, "Listen, this is how guys talk to each other. It's okay. He's not insulting me. He's not insulting your dad because your dad's a horrible person. He's doing it because he loves me. He's my friend. This is what guys do." And Michael was like, "Okay, I understand. And Avery will admit to this. Michael got some really good ones in there.
Oh, he did. He did.
At my expense, at his own father's expense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
to the point where we were like, Thank you, son. Thank you, son.
Yeah, every once in a while, like he would pipe up with like a really good zinger, and it would be like,
You do
"Damn,
know,
Mike."
you do remember one of the best ones
Mm,
for many, 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 many visits. For many, we're always joking around
yeah.
about who is Michael's actual father.
Oh God.
It is 100% me, guys. Trust me,
Yeah.
100% me. My wife doesn't like the joke that we make, but we make it all the time because I always joke with Michael and say he's so much like Avery. He's very quiet, he's very big. He's much bigger than me. Michael is built more like Avery.
Yeah.
And it's funny to the point where one day we're walking along and he said something to me. I said, "Hold on a second. Who's your daddy?" And he stopped and he looked at it and said, "You know what? I'm actually truly confused."
I
And
remember
Avery,
that.
you remember, because Avery,
I
we're
lost it.
walking, literally almost fell over onto the ground. He was crying, laughing so hard, and
Yeah.
it was like, damn, Mike,
The,
that
the
was
the
so good.
timing was so good.
It was
The way
so
he
good.
said it, it's really a lot to do with how he said it and the look on
Yeah,
his
yeah.
face.
It-
I
but it
lost
was
I
more
lost it.
like, the way you guys talk, I'm not actually 100% sure anymore. It was because there have been times where, when I'm with Michael, people know we're related, but they think we're brothers. We're brothers, like an
Yeah.
older brother, younger brother thing. Because I look young and he looks older, and there are times when the three of us together. That's what it was. We were walking along at the one of the shopping centers in between the outside, and somebody thought the three of us were triplets
Yeah.
because they thought we all looked alike. They're like, "Are you all related? Are you triplets?" And it's like, "The fuck? Yeah, get out of here,
Yeah. Like our you and I's facial structure is different.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we're both big dudes. Like, well, I'm much bigger. I'm like about 6'3".
yes. You would be
And
the big older brother.
yeah,
Michael would be the second, and I'd be the third because I'm smaller than both of you.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. After that's when I started going to the gym, and I lost like 150 pounds.
Yeah, you did,
I
and
know.
you looked good. You
Yeah,
looked good for a big guy.
and I've put it all back on, and I need to start going back to the gym again. I've got to
One,
take it off because
one,
it's messed up my health this
yeah.
time.
One of these days, I've got to bring Mike in so you guys can meet Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let me catch back up on that chat. So there's some good ones coming. Rosie says, lots of love. Date to remember. Hugs to everyone. Celebrate. Virtual hug. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Manuel says, happy Easter. Glass bottle. Bottle says LOL. I bet you they're laughing about my unable to read words. They said DNC is worthless because scammers find a way to get numbers. I think I've proven in the past that a lot of them just randomly call numbers, so it has nothing. They never look up the DNC. It's not a big. It's one of those things you can use as a hey, why are you calling me? I'm on the national do not call list, to get them to be a pain, just to throw them. It's American companies and legitimate businesses that are aware of it and do not want to screw with it. It's the scammers that don't give a rat's ass about it. So it's worthless in the fact that it's not going to stop people from calling you, but it's useful in the fact that it's a wonderful trump card that you can pull out when somebody calls you, no matter what the call is for. So I recommend everybody get on the national do not call list just to be able to use it when people call you.
Yeah.
So, all right, here's the super chat. I should read this first. This is Richard. Richard, thank you for the super chat. He says, looking for furries. Could you please help me, please? Thank you, Richard.
Show some hero art. Just hold it up real quick.
I actually have some hero art going
on. I know. Just hold it up. Be like, here you go, Richard.
Hold on. Oh, Richard, I got to tell you funny. Richard might get a kick out of this. I actually got probably one of the most brutal comments on my channel ever. and to the point where I'm literally, it's tearing me apart. Not really, guys. I'm just kidding. But the person said they liked what I was doing with the scammers, but they didn't like my drawing videos because it was like watching a 15-year-old draw their favorite anime character. And I was like,
and we all had a giggle at it because it's just like,
I'm better than a 15-year-old, aren't I?
yes,
I think I am.
I knew you when you were 15.
Oh, well, I drew like crap back when I was 15.
But I knew you then, so I could tell you he's gotten much better.
Yeah. Now this is not a hero. This is
16. You were 16.
Yeah, how old did I? Yeah, around 16.
Yeah.
This is one of Hero's friends as a character his name is Hawkeye.
Yep.
This is an illustration I've been working on for a while now. I just need to actually just start the inks and get the damn thing done. I keep taking it to the store to do it while I'm at the store, and then get busy and don't get it. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
But I want to do it. I want to do it on camera so I can share it as a video, and it'll happen soon. I promise. All right, let me catch back up on the chat, see what else is going on. Oh, Clark's here. Hey, Clark. He says, hey, Drew and Avery.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, Clark. Rosie says, hey to Clark. Manuel says, good evening, Avery. Happy Saturday night. See, he included you.
Oh, thank you.
Clark says, hi to Rosie's. Manuel says, hello, good evening to Clark. Rosie says, hi to Saskia. Hugs, virtual hugs. Let's see. Richard says, found some real good watermelon. Oh, that's another bad joke. Actually, no, it's not a bad joke. It's a funny joke, but it's one of those what are they called? Inside jokes.
Inside jokes.
Yes. Richard, I hope you are enjoying your watermelon
enjoy
right
your
now.
watermelon, sir.
Yeah. Bill says to Manuel, hi. Darlene says hi to everyone. Hey, Darlene, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Richard says, happy Easter, Avery and Andrew. Or Andrew and Avery. Thank you, sir. Richard. Hope you have a wonderful Easter. Rosie says, I haven't had watermelon in ages. Enjoy, Richard. I can guarantee you, if Richard is having watermelon, he's enjoying the heck out of it.
Yeah. He doesn't mean the fruit.
He doesn't mean the fruit. Yeah, it means something else. Clark says hello to Manuel. Bill says, yes, slow cooker rump roast. Oh, yeah, that sounds delicious. Yeah. Richard says, I am very much Rosie. Okay. Saskia says, hopefully we get to celebrate eating crawfish tomorrow. Ooh, you guys do crawfish on Easter? Very cool. Very cool. Rosie says to Richard, I'm glad it's very healthy and good for you too. He's talking about the watermelon.
Hey, man. Watermelon and waltzers. Stay ungovernable, Richard. You rock.
Manuel says, hey, I love crawfish. Yummy. Richard says, have they started making sugar-free Peeps? Nope, they have not.
No.
At least if they have, I have yet to see them. That would be very interesting.
I'll see if I can find you some sometime.
Okay. Darlene says, roast potato carrots for Easter dinner, chocolate cake for dessert. Very good. Actually, I'm not. My
very
parents,
similar to what we're having.
Yeah, my parents are cooking tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're having.
Because I'm doing.
I'd be very curious. I mean, whatever it is going to be good, but we'll see.
I'm going to do a roast in the oven with cabbage, onions, small potatoes, carrots. And I'm going to make fried squash, and we're going to have we thought out a fruit cake from Christmas that we're going to.
Oh, geez.
And these are really good fruitcakes. They're not like gross dry things. These are like from this local Amish bakery. They're really good.
Okay, excellent. Saskia says, "Hi, Rosie. You're always so nice to everyone here on Drew Saturday night. She is. She's awesome.
She's very, very sweet.
And the crazy thing is it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning where she's at right now.
Yeah.
So, Manuel says, hello, Sasha. Good evening, Saturday night. Rosie says, so chocolate cake, yum. Ooh, chocolate cake, yum. I'm making an apple crumb, Darlene. Oh, wow, an apple crumb. That sounds fantastic.
Crumble.
Crumble. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now. John says, apple crumb. Nice, Rosie.
Yeah.
Yep. John says, happy Easter, you all. Happy Easter. Absolutely. Darlene says, sounds good, Rosie. Manuel says he's from Louisiana, letting everybody know. I bet you, Manuel gets crawfish in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure that's a staple
Yeah.
down there.
Yes.
Yeah. Rosie says to Saskia, everyone is so nice here. You too, virtual hugs. I'm just a lovely, friendly group. I'm so glad you're part of our little group. Virtual hugs, absolutely fantastic. Richard says, still waiting for my She-Hulk, Andrew. Yeah,
Oh, Andrew.
I did. I know.
Andrew.
I actually started on one, and it came out looking like crap. And I actually made a video as I was drawing it. It was so bad I had to throw it away. So it's on the brain. It's coming, Richard. Oh, I hate to say it, but that show killed my motivation for a She-Hulk sketch. It did,
still.
because it was like right around that time that show was starting, and
Yeah, that's how, dude. Come on.
yeah, I know.
For Rich, oh, dude.
I know. I got to get back to it. I promise.
I'm so ashamed of you right now.
Yeah, I know. You should be. I am truly ashameable. John says, say Manuel, Sania here.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Senla. I'm trying to read what he's saying. It's a word I don't recognize. Senla here. Maybe it's a Louisiana thing. Maybe. Rosie says, thank you, John and Darlene. Virtual hugs. Manuel says hello to John. Michael's here. Oh, hey, Michael. How's it going? I called back a number that called me numerous times. It was still busy after midnight. Whom were they calling at that time? They probably put the phone system, to where it just shows up, where it just comes through as busy. Most likely. I doubt they're calling people, but yeah, then again, you never know. John says, I've been getting a new scam lately. Have you been in a car accident in the last 2 years? I've never had that until 3 days ago. Yep, I get those numerous times. And either the message says I'm going to transfer you to a person, and then it either disconnects or hangs up, or I get to a person who, as soon as I start asking a single question, hang up. So yeah, those are yeah. Actually, what was it recently? It was the PayPal one. I haven't made this into a video yet, but I got a call from PayPal. At the beginning of the message, they actually gave an 888 number, and of course I recorded it because I record all my calls. And when I got done screwing with the scammer, I called the number back, and the number was like one of those multi-response numbers where if you've done this, press 1. If you've been involved in this, press 2. If you've been doing, and it's like, what a waste of time. But yeah, you got to be careful with some of those when they call you. And the car accidents, to me, is almost exactly like the car insurance, where they don't know crap. They're just calling people saying, hey, were you involved in this, or were you involved in that, trying to get your information. So yeah. Glenn's here. Hey, Glenn says EFPTOZLPED. EFIPTOZLPED. I guess. I don't know. Papa Smurf's here. Papa Smurf says, hello, everyone. Pink hand waving. And a smiley face. Hello, Papa Smurf Thrawn. Bill says, real life drawing like that. Real life drawings like that. Yeah, I know. Rosie says, hi, Papa Smurf. Saskia says, I enjoy everyone so much, too. Everyone, we don't talk much about even when we don't talk much about scammers. But I do think to mention a clip I saw that Zelda about a scam where you have to say the words yes to get scammed. Yeah, a lot of people have warned me, when they call and they're recording you, don't ever say yes because they want you to say yes.
Yeah.
But honestly, every bit of information I give them, from my name to my date of birth to my address to my whatever, none of it's real. None of it is a real person.
Mhm.
So Timothy can say yes all he wants. He doesn't have Social Security. He doesn't have Medicare. He doesn't exist. He's a made up person. So I love it when they call about him. So John says, but Medicare, final expense insurance, Camp Lejeune, and COVID test kit scammers call me 70 times a week. I swear to God, I wish I was exaggerating. Nope, I'm right there with you, 100%.
Wow, that's
The
a lot.
the COVID test one seems to be the most popular one right now.
Yeah,
They are
because there's still so many people that drink that Kool-Aid.
yeah. Well, the Medicare does offer free COVID tests.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You can go to your local pharmacy and pick some up.
Mhm.
They will bill your Medicare there and give you free tests. It's very not uncommon. But the people calling you that just want your information in order to send you something, especially these foreign sounding people that are calling from numbers that pop up as scam likely. Come on, guys. You just know all they're trying to do is bill Medicare for something and steal money.
Mhm.
Whether they're not may not be taking it directly from you, but Medicare fraud is something that is a real thing, guys.
Oh,
It's
it's
a real
huge.
thing. Yes, and all they want is your numbers. You know.
Mhm.
Richard says, "I like Hawkeye, but She-Hulk would be better." You know what? I think there's a challenge in there.
You're gonna do Hawkeye and She-Hulk together, aren't you?
Maybe I'll merge them together and do a Hawkeye version of She-Hulk.
No, don't do that. Draw
Yeah, okay.
Hulk wearing a Hawkeye T-shirt.
One of Avery's greatest sketches he ever did was one I actually inspired him to do.
Yes, yes.
It's a Deadpool sketch where it's just Deadpool's head,
I've
and
seen
he.
other people do the bit now too.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it was my idea, and you performed it fantastically.
On the first one.
Yes. Well, Deadpool has an arrow through his skull, and the word balloon says, "Hawkeye, Hawkeye, where's Hawkeye?"
Yeah,
It's such a great sketch.
that one sold so fast. I just started
Yes.
doing crappy Deadpool sketches at that New York Comic, and they just kept selling. And it didn't matter how fast and awful they were; someone would buy it. I was just
Yes.
like, okay, if this is all the money I'm going to make, I'm.
Yeah. Let's just draw Deadpool sketches. So.
Yeah.
Papa Smurf says hi to Rosie's. Rosie says, I haven't heard about that, Saskia. Every time they get shut down, the scammers just seem to adapt and start up again. Yep, that is absolutely true. Papa Smurf says, I had so many calls today. My 10 COVID test kits are on their way. I love screwing with them and messing with them and trying to get them to send me more tests. I actually convinced one of them to send me 16 tests. He's like, okay, we can do that. And I said, and when they say they're for personal use, I said, but what if I want to sell them? I just love screwing with them. Bill says, is it seedless? Laugh out loud. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think
I
what
think
he's
you caught on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. John says, I know what you mean, Saskia. The recordings ask, can you hear me? Yep. I've gotten several of those. Saskia says, crawfish and watermelon, very good combination. I don't know about that.
Hey, I like shrimp and grits, man.
I like waffles and peanut butter.
No, chicken and waffles, fried
No,
chicken.
waffles and peanut butter is freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It is good.
Yeah.
But like fried chicken and waffles is good.
My son puts barbecue sauce on pizza.
If it's it's on barbecue
and
pizza.
Pickles.
Oh, Mikey's a unique little a unique fellow.
Yeah, and he likes that, and I think it's gross.
Is Mikey a Ninja Turtle?
He might be.
That would explain it.
It explained a lot. Glenn says, Prepared chicken cheese enchiladas with red and green sauce for tomorrow. Oh, wow. That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
fantastic.
I like that.
Bill says, I thawed out frozen fruitcake. A thawed out frozen fruitcake, question mark. He's asking you about it.
You can freeze it. If you have a high quality fruitcake, you can freeze it,
Yeah.
and it'll keep a really long time. And just when you want it, just take it out of the freezer and let it thaw out on the counter. It'll be fine. My
That's all right.
grandmother used to freeze cakes.
John sends an emoji. Crawfish face, red heart shaped, especially crawfish etouffee. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but etouffee.
Etouffee.
I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
It's French.
Yeah. Manuel says, yes, state of Louisiana crawfish. Excellent. We have, here in Jacksonville, they're known for shrimp. I'm sure we have crawfish here, but I don't.
Yeah. Shrimp is more popular, like the shrimp, like the
We have a
French
shrimp fest.
the shrimp festival, dude. I've been. It's good. You can get some good stuff.
Papa Smurf says those Amish fruit cakes are so good and moist.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to try one day. I don't think I've ever had a good fruit cake.
Because typically the cultural joke is how gross, dry, and horrible fruitcake is.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I never understood that joke until after my grandmother, my mother's mother, died.
Mm-hmm.
Because she made a fruitcake that was amazing. It was soaked in rum. The alcohol, of course, was evaporated. But it was amazing homemade fruitcake. It was fantastic.
See, everything I've known about fruitcake is that people joke that you could use it as bricks to build a house.
Yeah. Well,
I've never had a good fruitcake.
Because you've ever had a store-bought.
Yes.
And they're trash.
And not a fan to begin with, so.
But if you ever have a proper homemade by somebody's meemaw,
mm-hmm.
That's a whole other thing.
Okay. I'll ask my mom if she knows how to make fruitcake.
Because a really good homemade fruitcake can be incredible.
Do you know what?
And these Amish ones we get here at this local Amish bakery
Yeah.
are a close second to my grandmother's.
Do you know what my favorite dessert my mom used to make was monkey bread?
Yeah.
Oh God, that was so. I haven't had it in many. I probably haven't had it since I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long it's been. But man, she made some really good monkey bread.
Yeah, one of the first times I had some kind of fruitcake somebody store bought after my grandmother passed. And I had that. I was just like, oh dear God, this is awful. I was like, what godless abomination is this?
Yeah.
It was horrible. I was just like, dude, I get it. I understand the joke now. I used to never understand it.
Well, I honestly only have ever had it the one way.
It's terrible, and there's not a single decent one out there. I've never had a decent store bought, mass produced.
Well, now I'm gonna have to go out and find it.
But if you can find like an Amish bakery or someplace that makes it around the holidays,
honestly, I don't think we have any Amish bakeries around here. To be honest with you,
I'm sure there has to be something like that. Some kind of.
I may have to look it up. Yeah. All
And
right, John says crawfish, shrimp, gator, and frog legs are Louisiana delicacies, and oysters. Can't forget them. Okay, well I know shrimp is the big thing around here.
Shrimp and fish.
My wife's family is oyster eaters.
Yeah,
they love raw oysters. So.
You can get some good. You can get some good oysters in Florida. I've had some. You can get gator tail too, but the one time I had gator tail, it wasn't cooked properly. It was supposed to be fried, and it came out rubbery.
Oh, okay. See, I don't think I know. I've been to restaurants where people have tried gator tail and frog legs, but I personally, I think maybe I have had frog legs once, but it didn't affect me to the point where I remembered it.
Yeah,
it's not something. It's like I don't know. I don't do buffalo wings either. So. Oh
yeah, I do.
I like chicken wings, but I don't go into the hot buffalo sauce. So. All right, back here. Manuel says, yes, delicious shrimp and fresh catfish.
Yeah.
Oh, what's actually funny, that reminds me, in the video that's coming tomorrow with James, he asked me, like at the beginning of the video, he's asking me, so what are you doing? What are you up to? And I said, well, just getting ready to eat dinner. And he says, what are you having? And I said, my wife's making fish. And I realized whenever I mention the wife, I always say I am either single or she's deceased. I never tell people that I'm married, right? He goes, oh, so you're married? I'm like, oh, shit. Ugh. But I went, okay, yeah. He says, well, what are you having? And I said, she's making some type of fish thing. And we had fish, and it was actually really good. He says, do you like fish? And I'm like, no, just don't tell her that. Because I'm not a big fish fan, but my wife and my mother-in-law, they like fish. So I get exposed to fish a lot more than I used to.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know if my parents ever made fish for dinner.
Mm.
We were always meat and potato family, pasta family.
Well,
I mean, I didn't have chili until I met my wife.
Yeah.
They just never liked chili.
Around here, this is South Georgia, so there's a lot of swampy area. So catfish and catfish fries, people frying, doing a fish fry is a popular thing. There's this chick I've seen some of her videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Her name's Hannah Barron, and she'll go catching catfish where they catch them by you find the catfish hole and you stick your arm down its mouth.
Oh, jeez.
And she's this itty bitty chick, and she's pulling out just catfish that are damn near as big as she is. They're gigantic.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's like, and it's just crazy to watch. It's like, girl, that fish is as big as you, and you just stuck your arm right down its mouth to pull it out.
That is a skill I never acquired. And
yeah, me neither.
If it was the only way to catch fish, I would probably die.
Because all the catfish I've ever had around here, they're small.
Yeah.
They're not that big like that.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Oh, John says CENLA equals Central Louisiana. Gotcha. I knew it was probably something about the location, but I was sent. I'm not sure how you would pronounce it, but we get it. Okay, John, I appreciate it. Thank you for clarifying. I'm now just that much smarter than I was before, which is a good thing. Wouldn't you say, Avery?
Yeah.
You know what's so funny is they often say our brains only have enough room for a certain amount of information. So when you learn something new, you lose something.
It's actually still there. It's just it gets harder to retrieve.
I wonder what I lost. That makes me
a lot.
Oh my gosh, what is my daughter's name?
The Burden.
Yes, the Burden. That is her nickname, the Burden. Richard says, Misfit Corner Scams, I am always ashamed. Yes, you should be. You've known me way too long to not be. You and Avery right up there.
Yeah.
Bill says to Emmanuel, I bring boiled crawfish back to Texas when I worked in Louisiana. Eye pink waving shape. Nice. Oh, wow. Rosie says, Drew, I pinned a couple of your drawing videos on Pinterest. Hope that's okay. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Hoping that'll be repinned and shared. Love the Samurai Panda virtual hug. Well, thank you. The funny thing about that drawing of the panda was when I was originally doing the sketch, she was supposed to be a cat character because I drew her with a long tail. And then when I started working on her face, that's where she became a panda. So I had no idea what I was drawing when I started that drawing. So sometimes my mind goes in different directions, and it ended up coming out to be a very interesting looking character. But Avery, I actually had somebody comment on one of my drawing videos and said, hey, have you ever thought about drawing comics? I'm like,
that's great.
Goodness gracious.
Well, you've separated your audiences. So.
I know. And that was something that I thought was important.
It's been good for this channel.
Yeah.
It's been real good for this channel, to be honest.
Yeah. So I'm actually trying to expose my scam baiting community followers to what else it is I do and what else I can do. And maybe they'll be interested later on. So
some will.
Yeah. Papa Smurf says, Bill, I've never had thawed out ones. True.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Manuel says, oh, wow. Awesome, Bill. Rosie says to me, Andrew, tell Avery I got kicked off Twitter for violating German law. This is for
Yeah.
real. Oh, wow.
That's one of the things they can use. To get you kicked is some of the rules about what you're allowed to say online are very different from country to country. So if someone in a foreign country gets a little butt hurt over what you've said,
Wow.
they can get you kicked off according to the rules in their country rather than. I've seen some people win that,
That's
fight
pretty
against that and
crazy.
win it. But
That's
yeah,
pretty crazy.
it's just one of the ways they use to deplatform people.
Yep. Yep. Manuel says, "I love your videos. This awesome drawing, my good friend Drew." Well, thank you, thank you. I've got Manuel. I have a lot of drawing videos that I've done in the past that I can use, and I'm also working on new videos as well. So some of them are older videos of drawings that I did, and some of them will be newer ones. So we'll see what happens. Glenn says EFPTOZLPED is from an eye chart. Okay. Well, I can read that, but I got to get really, really. You guys have no idea how close I'm sitting to my monitor. I'm literally 8 inches away in order to read this stuff, but my vision sucks. It's getting worse, but that's okay. Bill says, I also worked at the power plant around Lake Charles that have crawfish farms. When it rains hard, the crawfish start crossing the road, and people get a lot of free crawfish. Holy cow, that's awesome. I remember when I was younger, when I was a kid, we visited my aunt who lived in Louisiana, and when it rained, they convinced us that there were crawfish in the yard, and we were literally out in the rain with our pants, rolled up to our knees, looking for crawfish, and I had no idea what a crawfish looked like.
I used to catch crawdads.
Crawdaddies, yep. They convinced
up in
us.
North Georgia.
They convinced us that they were out there, and we went out there looking for them. There's pictures of us as kids in the rain with buckets looking for crawdaddies.
Yeah, me and some of my other cousins, when we were little, up at my other grandparents up in North Georgia, we would go out into play in the creeks and stuff and catch crawdaddies and play with them and stuff.
Manuel says he got an email for free COVID test. Yep. See, I haven't gotten any of the emails, so I'm not sure. Medicare might actually be sending emails because they don't call people. So that might, I don't want to say it's 100% valid, but it could be. I mean, we got our free COVID tests from the post office, and I believe we went to, it was either Medicare's site or the USPS site. So, I mean, we went to legitimate government entity sites and ordered our free COVID tests. We got boxes of them in the mail. It was a while ago. They sent you so many per person in the home. I mean, you can get them. It's out there. But these people calling, wanting your Medicare information, nope.
Never had one.
Clark says a She-Hulk. A She-Hawk.
She-Hawk.
Ooh.
Oh no, you're giving them ideas.
Oh boy.
Now he's gonna.
John says, lately I've been asking the Medicare scammers if they send me STD test kits instead of COVID kits. I tell them I caught one of them, one from their mom, and now my junk is glowing and changing color. Oh, goodness gracious. Wait a minute. I'm going to jump ahead to see what the rest of this says. He says, it looks like a rave at the night at the I'm not gonna read that part. In my pants from the glowing and color changing. They get so ticked off. I bet they do. I bet they do. Rosie says, Bill, seriously, I'm going to have nightmares now. Hey, there's parts of Florida that when it rains hard, the water from the ocean comes up across the roads, and when the water rescinds, fish are left in the middle of the road. It's common here. That happens. So, actually, I'm sure it happens in other parts of the country, but in Florida, it makes the news every time it happens. And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that was last week. Again, come on, calm down.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Glenn says COVID tests ask for Medicare numbers or Social Security numbers. Report all three numbers to the FTC, FCC, and FBI. The only problem with that is
Yeah,
they're usually spoofing somebody else's number, and
yeah.
it's not. They're not. That's not the number they're actually calling from. So, Manuel says you worked. You worked over in Louisiana, Bill. I'm happy. Okay. Saskia says, John, I'm married a soldier from Louisiana, so gator, frog, leg, soft shell, crab are not my thing. Oh, okay. I bet you he likes it, is what you're saying. Papa Smurf sends a bunch of smiley faces. Rosie says, worst thing we have in Scotland is midget, wee buzzing fly creatures. They ruin holidays, those wee beasties. Oh, geez, that sounds horrible. Midget, wee buzzing fly creatures. That sounds like
Midgies,
yeah. Midgies. What did I say?
midgets,
Midgets. Oh, boy.
totally different thing.
Jeez. Oh, guys, I'm blinking really hard because I'm having a hard time reading everything. But John says, I got you, Saskia. I'm betting he was Fort Polk. I guess that's where he thinks husband might have been. Okay. Saskia says barbecue pizza with chicken, green peppers, so yummy. Ooh, chicken good, green peppers. I'm not a fan, but
Peppers
I,
are
I
great.
do like. I didn't Pizza Hut do a barbecue pizza
They used to.
that was fantastic? Yeah, but not with pickles. So
That's a little.
yeah. Papa Smurf says waffle and peanut butter good, and waffle and chicken and oh no, waffle and cream cheese.
Yeah,
I've
good.
never had waffles with cream cheese, so
I like salami and cream cheese.
yeah. Bill says I like banana nut cake. My wife made a carrot cake, and I think she did just because she knows I like carrot cake. Manuel says you say night, my good friend
Right.
Drew. What? You say right, my good friend Drew. Okay, I'm sorry. My vision is killing me, guys. I'm gonna try to hurry up and wrap this up and get through these messages because I'm having a difficult time reading them, as you can tell. Manuel says I love banana cake, so delicious. John says pretty close to right. Uh, I too Faye. Oh, I too Faye. Oh, I too Faye. Gotcha. Okay. I have a hard enough time saying regular words, much less words I've never seen before. So Glenn says they are sending Mike Hunt's test kits to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. Told them I'm renting an apartment in the East Wing. They believed it. Oh, that's sad.
Oh, that's good.
Rosie says Clutie dumpling is the best fruit and suet treat. See, now she's just teasing me with these words. I don't know what half those words were. John says, Glenn, nice. Manuel says, I'm going to church tomorrow morning. Pray for everybody. Yeah, please pray. Pray for us all. John says, Morris dessert. Y'all should try Fort Cake. Then he says, dirt. Hold on a second.
Dirt cake?
Dirt cake.
I've heard of that. I don't think I've ever had it, but I've heard of it.
Saskia says, hi, John. I live above fake port. All right, that's it. You guys are just making up words. You're making up words just to see if I could try to say them. What is that? Pontchartrain? Y'all are just teasing me. Dave says, John, what is Fort Cake? Darlene says, my sister-in-law sent us an Indian Amish fruitcake. Very good. Okay.
Indiana.
Oh, is that Indiana? I'm giving up. I'm sorry. Gotta take deep breaths, man. I just, stop laughing at me.
I'm sorry, dude, because I know your eyes are really bothering you, and to the point where it probably hurts.
Well, it doesn't hurt. It's just I'm literally blinking hard trying to get my eyes to focus
Yeah.
every time I read one of these. So,
Oh man.
Papa Smurf says, or a fruitcake that's 18 years old and regifted and passed as a joke to everyone in the family over and over.
I've
See,
heard of
that's the
people
kind
doing
of one I'm familiar with.
Yeah, those are so.
The
dude,
ones in the red wrapper and the
Yeah.
plastic. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
terrible.
Manuel says, my dad eat. Oh, he eats that stuff? Crazy. John says, throw Oreos in a blender, then put the cookie crumbs in a pan, layer of Cool Whip, another layer of Oreo crumbs, add gummy worms. That sounds like that would put me in a diabetic coma.
But it sounds like the exact kind of thing you would try.
It is. It does, absolutely. Rosie says to Manuel, I was told when younger that every day should start with counting blessings and then saying thank yous. That is a good rule. John says, supposed to be dirt cake, but autocorrect made it fort, not dirt. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, autocorrect will get you. What I hate is when you're trying to cuss.
Yeah.
And it keeps changing. What it's like, dang it, stop it.
Dave says, sounds good, John. And then John says, oh, you in Cajun County, Saskia, howdy from Central Louisiana. I know what that means now. Okay, I'm good. Papa Smurf says, Rosie, me too. Thanks for another day. Bill says, catfish noodling recently became legal in Texas. Okay.
Nice.
Is that the hands-free?
Yeah.
They
use their they get down in there and use their own.
Why would that be illegal?
I don't know, man. Different types of, like, in some places, what is it? I think it's called gigging or jigging.
Yeah.
Where you set up hooks. They'll put a bunch of like plastic bottles or something on a line, like, so they'll act like buoys, and they'll hang a line and hook on each one. And in some places that's illegal, but in other places that's how they go fishing for gar. You catch a bunch of them that way. They have different rules in different states and different counties for what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do.
That's crazy.
When it comes to everything, fishing, hunting, and to each specific animal, you know, what you're allowed to do and what you're not.
Crazy.
Some of the rules seem a little weird.
Rosie sends Papa Smurf a virtual hug. John says to Dave, it's awesome. When I fell down, When I fell down, goodness gracious, I make it for myself like a comfort food. Manuel says, I live in Central Louisiana. Dave says, I will have to try that, John. Papa Smurf sends a virtual hug. Winona says, catfish can get larger than a man. My hubby used to catch these monsters by offering them his leg. Oh, geez. Once he has one attached, he then brings them to the surface.
Yeah, they can get massive.
I'd be afraid they'd take a leg off, but I guess maybe they don't have teeth.
They can hurt you, because that girl I told you that I watched some of her videos. I watched a video she was in of somebody else's that I do watch her videos sometimes, and she got her hand broke one time because the way it thrashed.
Oh wow!
If they thrash, and you don't have a proper grip on it, it can hurt you.
Oh wow!
Because they're massive.
Yeah,
they're absolutely gigantic.
I'll leave that to the professionals. There you go. John says, "Awesome, Manuel." He says, "You'll love it, Dave." Manuel says, "Thanks." Tim says, I witnessed an 80-pound catfish when I was in my 20s. I had nightmares for years. It was caught in the Green River near me. Oh, wow. 80 pounds?
Dude, look up Hannah Barron on YouTube.
Okay. Manuel says, thanks, John. Manuel says, I hope next video sees your good drawing. Oh, that's the next one's already scheduled for Tuesday. So right now I'm doing them Saturday and Tuesdays. So you guys get a little bit of drawing today, and then you get another one in a couple of days. So twice a day is what I'm going with. Maybe I may expand it to 3, maybe, but we'll see. We're gonna stick to 2 for the moment. Bill says to Manuel, I work there about 3 months a year, but I travel through Louisiana many, many times. Okay. Rosie says 80 pounds. That's terrifying. Yes, it is. John says,
big.
I've seen that, Tim. Me and my buddies caught some almost as big as a VW bug from a Ouachita River. Washita. Washita. I bet I misspelled that badly. Oh, that's all right, because I was going to say it badly. Bill says, don't forget the bullfrogs. Oh, goodness gracious. Baby lobsters, too. Baby lobsters. Laugh out loud, says Papa Smurf. Glenn says, Medicare actually sent me 4 COVID tests in the mail. Oh, really? Okay, well, good. Was it an Indian scammer who called you to get your information? I hope not. Manuel says, Tim sees on news about crawfish. 2 men get arrested. That crawfish was death? What? Okay, I'll have to take your word for it. Papa Smurf sends a smiley face. Winona says, TMI, Bill. John says, the scammers I missed are the IRS ones. I mess with them. Then I'm a disabled veteran from the USSC, Halo, Medal of Dishonor recipient, and Crimson Star recipient. They got so ticked off. I think it's funny when you make up stuff like that and they don't know.
Yeah.
They just go with it. So Saskia says, yes, Pizza Hut. That's where I found it. And I like my green peppers raw. Yeah, you can keep your green peppers.
Dude, green peppers are good.
Oh, whatever. Rosie says to Saskia, I never liked peppers when younger. Now we have them all the time. Nope. I avoid them if I can.
Love them.
There's a dish that Avery and I both used to really like when we go to a Mexican restaurant here in town, where they take nachos, a helping of cheese, and they put tomatoes, onions, peppers, and shrimp, beef, steak, and chicken.
The fajita
nachos. And I always order it without peppers, and they always put peppers on it.
Yeah, because it sounds weird to them. Be like, wait, no pepper?
Yeah.
They don't understand.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. Oh, I haven't had fajita nachos in a while. They're so good.
The last time we went to one of those restaurants, not the same one that we used to go to. Actually, that one that we used to go to is not there anymore.
Oh, wow.
They have another meal. It's actually an appetizer. It's steak fries.
Oh.
Where it's the steak and the cheese on top of French fries. Oh my God, I could have that as a meal just by itself. It's so wonderful. Sure. It's so wonderful. Manuel says, ha ha ha. Rosie says, Drew, you need a holiday in Scotland to learn the lingo language. Yeah. I every time I learn something new, I lose something. So I'd lose something important at this point if I learned anything new. But yeah, Avery will admit, Andrew doesn't know the lingo here in the United States. He doesn't understand the lingo of the people he went to high school with. There are times when Avery and Todd, 2 guys I went to high school with, will talk and they will say something, and I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? He says, dude, that was a common phrase when we were kids. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Bill says, workers always bring local-made spicy pork cracklings.
Ooh.
When I worked in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Is that anything like pig skin or whatever? Cracklings?
Kinda, but cracklings are made from the intestine.
Oh, I knew you were going to say something like that.
I've eaten cracklings.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Bill says use eye drops during streams. Yeah, I probably should. I have eye drops
Whoa, wait,
around, but I just don't.
what about those eye drops that got recalled? The fake tears when they got making people go blind.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
No,
God.
my problems with my vision is related to my diabetes. So
Oh, yeah.
it has nothing to do with
Get
that.
the
Which,
blood in your eyes?
yes. By the way, my recent appointment with him, he asked me if my numbers were doing better, and I said yes, and he said he could tell. So my numbers have been getting better.
Yeah, lose some more weight, and it'll get better.
We'll work on that next.
It will. It will.
Saskia
I need
says,
to do the same thing, bro.
yeah. Saskia says, Drew, they built the longer bridge over Lake Pontchartrain. They're making up words just to test.
Just Google it to see how to pronounce it.
John says, Saskia, I hate driving over that bridge. It must be it's either a long bridge or a high bridge. Yeah. We have a long bridge here in town, which they've expanded it. It is so wide that you really don't realize you're on a bridge.
Yeah, it's wild looking now because I saw some video. Like, I haven't seen it in years because even when I lived there the last couple of years, I never drove that way. So I hadn't seen it in a long time. And I recently saw it recently. I saw it recently because I just happened for some reason to stumble across some motorcyclist videos.
Yep.
And started watching it, and I realized he's in Jacksonville.
Yep.
And holy crap, that's the Buckman.
It was in the news just recently. A car went over the edge of the Buckman.
Again?
It was hit by a road ranger.
Ooh.
Which is sad. Road rangers are the guys that help people with disabled cards. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention, but he struck a car that was over on the side and knocked it off the bridge.
Oof.
Yeah. Bill says to Winona, Winona, good vibes. Manuel says, oh, I love crackling and pork chops. Pork chops I've had. Crackling, no. You can keep that stuff, Avery.
I used to have it in cornbread, crackling bread.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Darlene says, my mother is not doing well. She will probably pass soon. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry, Darlene. I told my boys to see her for the last time. That's rough when that gets... It happens to everybody eventually, but prayers with you.
It's definitely. Always it's never easy.
Yeah. Bill says, yo-yo fishing are still legal. Illegal. Yo-yo fishing. Oh goodness, I don't even know what that is, but
he might be making it up. I don't know.
I don't know. All right.
It might be a real thing.
Oh my gosh, there's so many chats to go through. I'm gonna try really hard to read all. Okay. All right, let's do this quick.
Go.
You guys know I love reading all these things, but there's so many of them. I'm so far behind, and it's already after 9. Jeez, I'm so bad. Let's see if I can do this. John says that's juggling. Use jugs to fish. Giggling is using a sugar on frogs. Jiggling is a type of brim fishing. Okay. John says their teeth aren't sharp. It's like sandpaper. Oh, I'd never know. Rosie says, oh, Darlene, I'm so sorry. Virtual hugs. I was thinking about you this week. Don't want to ask. Sending mountains of hugs, virtual hugs. Absolutely. John says catfish teeth ain't sharp, but tougher than sandpaper, though. I don't want to know. I honestly don't want to find out. Winona says, giggling is how you catch frogs. Neither are illegal. Oh, really? Well, some places it might be.
The gigging is spears. Okay.
Yeah.
And the jugging is another one.
Yeah.
It depends on what area you're in. I think some places won't let you.
Yeah. John says, I'm so sorry, Darlene. Please accept my deepest condolences and sympathies. Absolutely. Yeah.
There's one of those too. Some places won't let you do it.
Yeah. Manuel says, I'm watching videos tomorrow on Sunday, my Drew. Absolutely. Enjoy. It's scheduled for the regular time at 10. Darlene says, thanks to Rosie. Winona says, they can hurt you and it's hard to do and dangerous. Really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Darlene says, thanks to John. Bill says, I don't know what TMI means. Too much information. Too much information.
Yeah.
Rose, and see, I even knew that. Holy crap,
Yeah.
I knew something.
But, you know, when I first started getting on the internet and I would see FTW for the win,
Yeah.
I didn't know what that meant because until the internet came along, FTW meant F the world.
Oh, I gotcha.
So it took me a while to learn that. I mean, that was over decades ago. That was decades ago.
Rosie says,
time,
Bill, it's too much
know.
information, I think. And he goes, okay, yep. John confirms, TMI is too much information. Darlene says, too much information. Yep, everybody's on board, Bill. Everybody's on board with that one.
Yeah.
If I know it, you should be ashamed for not. No, I'm just kidding. What was that story about somebody putting LOL on a card thinking it meant lots of love?
Laugh out loud.
Yeah. Rosie says to Darlene, virtual hugs. Winona says, once we got disoriented and was swimming into the den instead of out, his partner had to grab him and put him out.
Ooh,
boy.
Wow.
Pull him out. John says, holy crap. Yep.
That's crazy.
Saskia says, John, my grandbaby's always falls asleep driving over that bridge. It's only 24 miles. Holy crap.
Whoa!
See, I think the Buckman's like 3 miles or 8 miles.
I don't know. It's really long.
It's
not
long.
that long.
Yeah, it's not that long.
That's a whole other thing.
That's crazy. Bill says, wait, what did you say about eye drop lawsuit? My eyes got burnt bad from using a certain brand. Well, Google it. Find out.
There was recently a brand of eye drops, like not just one brand, because one company made them for a bunch of different brands that got recalled or something because it was like blinded some people.
Oh, geez.
It was, I can't remember exactly what it was because I only heard about it one time. It was very fleeting. But I think some people got blinded. It may have been some of the ones that are like artificial tears for people that have dry eye.
Look into it. Bad. Don't take our word for it.
Yeah, look into it.
Yeah, we're not giving medical advice.
Yeah, absolutely not. But it was fairly recent, within the last couple of months that I believe this happened.
Yeah. Manuel says, when I went to my doctor appointment, blood work came back at AC1 at 6.0. That's fantastic. I've never seen 6.0.
Good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Rosie says, that's good, Manuel. Well done. Bill says, yo-yo fishing uses a spring to auto hook a fish bite on a limb line. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Manuel says, bounding in Louisiana, very delicious food. Okay. John says, dang right, Manuel, and you can find good Bodian at the Most Hook gas stations. Oh, jeez. Most Hood. Okay. Bill says, don't cyber shame me, bro. No, absolutely not. I'm not. LOL. Well, there's a bunch that I don't know, and I've looked at a few.
When I first started getting on the internet, dude, and like getting in forums and stuff, I didn't know what a lot of the stuff meant. It took me a while to figure it out.
And there's some I refuse. BRB, be right back. I refuse to use that one. RIP, rest in peace. I refuse to use that one.
Uh-huh.
That one has to do more about being dumb and stupid as a kid. But I ever tell you that story? The reason I don't write RIP ever.
If I've heard it, I don't remember.
It's because I saw a comic one time where somebody was in a cemetery, and I commented to somebody that everybody in that cemetery must be related. And they said, "Why do you say that?" And I said, "They all say RIP on the top of them. Their names are RIP." And He was like, no, that means rest in peace. And I had no idea. So I refuse. I'm never, if somebody passes away in the family or somebody I know passes away, I'll write out rest in peace. I will never use the abbreviation RIP, RIP, for that purpose. I will use RIP if you're talking about pants getting ripped, right?
Yeah.
But not for that purpose. So, because I was a dumb kid. So,
pretty funny.
All right, a couple more and then we're done. John says, yo-yo fishing. I hated doing that, mainly because I got drunk and fell on them. Oh, that doesn't sound good. It took forever to dig the hooks out. Oh, no.
Oh, man, that sounds rough.
Saskia says, you got to put a French accent on Boudin. I can't do it. Rosie says, John, ouchie.
Oh, wait, is that the sausage that's stuffed with rice?
I don't know.
I believe I've had that.
Saskia says, here's the name Herbert pronounced as Eber. Eber. Aber. One of my coworkers is named Aber, and I always say Herbert, and that's not his name. Manuel says, you have video put on tomorrow morning, Drew. Yes, that's the fifth video with James. It's hilarious. You've got to listen to it. You don't have to listen to it before you go to church or after church, but definitely check it out because it's funny. He cries. I make him cry. Bill says, I had to go to the emergency room for my eyes. I can't find one chemical testing company that will help me. They only serve huge corporations. No lawyers will help me. Weird. And Darlene says, Aries Care artificial tears eardrops were recalled.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And Tim says, poor James. Yes, poor James.
Yes.
Everybody needs to feel sorry for James, but never feel sorry enough to give him money. Okay? That's the deal. All right, everybody. I did it. I made it to the end of the chat list. I appreciate you guys so much for giving me something to do and testing my eyes and keeping me awake. And I am so bad, Avery. I am so bad. All right. I hope you all enjoy the videos. I actually have videos already scheduled all the way through Thursday. I'm going to try to get ahead tomorrow after dinner, after we get home, to stay ahead. So there's a lot more videos coming. I hope you guys enjoy them. And remember, always, if you get calls like the ones I get, either hang up on them or screw with them like I do. Enjoy. Good night, Avery. Thank you so much for joining. And everybody have a wonderful Sunday.
Yes.
Darlene, we're keeping you in our thoughts and prayers, okay?
Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter, everybody. Take it easy, everybody. Woo!